anything stupid that would hurt other people, and make sure you register to vote. Over here. Yes. Hi.
I had the immense pleasure of seeing you almost 10 years ago now in London as Albin in La Cage aux Folles.
Thank you. That's where these shoes are from. These are my La Cage shoes.
They're fabulous.
They're so comfortable. I wear them all the time. Scott even hates it when I'm in the shower with them. You think I'm kidding.
I wondered whether there was another iconic stage role that you would love to take on.
Really? It's a question I get asked a lot. Iconic stage roles, I've probably done most of the iconic stage roles in a sense. The ones that I never got to do, I never got to be in Les Mis. I've been in Phantom. I didn't play the Phantom, I played Raoul in Phantom because I was young and handsome. However, now I'd be more like John Pertwee playing the Phantom. Thank you, Doctor Who fans. My first Doctor. I'd love to play Mac and Mabel. But the ending, I think, is a terrible ending for the show, so I'd love to rework that.
We can rewrite it for you.
You could?
Yeah. Totally.
Don't worry, I got my own writers. What else? Iconic stage shows. What would you like to see me do? I'd love to do La Cage again. What I would really love is to do La Cage as a tour around the U.S. to big cities like Portland and Seattle. Places that I know that love me. Like, for instance, in October, New York Comic Con is going on. I'm not going to the con. However, I'm doing a one-off event. It's with a company and myself called an Entertainment 13. We're doing it together. It is called Once in a Lifetime Events. And I'm doing for my fan family, it's like 200 tickets for a matinee and also for the evening of a private cabaret where it will be just me and a piano singing for 2 hours and telling stories.
And how do we get tickets?
You go online and you can get tickets as we speak if you want to come to it, right? I've taken over the whole venue, and then there'll be a cocktail party and things afterwards. It'll be drinks, and it's not like a meet and greet where they just go, hi, you're out, hi, you're out, hi. It'll be proper, me in there, the door's shut, we'll be having a good time. But I want to do that all over the country in different cities, so spread the word, because if this one sells, then others will be done, but if it doesn't, then we don't do others, you know what I'm saying? I know, it's so sad. Yeah, so what was your question? Otherwise, what roles would you like to see me in?
Victor Victoria!
Oh, but that's a woman who's playing a man being a woman being a man, isn't it? Yeah. I don't care anymore. I just want to put a dress on. That's it. Victor Victoria would be good. Yeah, that would be fun. What? Who? I'm too old to play Hedwig. Thank you, I love you, but I'm too old. I'd love to play Elphaba and Wicked.
Producers!
Except I'm not green enough. Yes, over this side.
Hi.
Hi.
I was just wondering how you go from your charming, amazing self to being really serious and arrow.
I love being an asshole. It's not hard. It's really easy to do that, and I don't find it difficult being a bad guy. I think it's awesome that, one of the great things about being an actor and what I call episodic television is that your characters, sir, I ask them to sit down just because it blocks everybody's vision behind them, so just do what I say. Episodic television characters change throughout the course of it, and that's one thing that's great to play those characters. I really don't find it difficult being mean. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm not really being John being mean. I'm being Malcolm being mean, doing stuff that I would never really do in my own life, right?
Yes.
I mean, someone sent me a video last night. One of the guys I worked with who was a dancer in one of the shows, and he was watching a video. He'd never seen me play Malcolm on Arrow, and he was another dancer said, I love Barrowman, I love Malcolm Merlyn, look at him in this fight sequence, and the other dancer's like, that's so funny, Barrowman fighting? So I get to do things that I don't normally get to do in my everyday life. But, you know, my motto is, why be an asshole? You can be nice. It's less energy to smile than it is to frown. So, yeah. Thank you. Yes, over here.
Hello.
Hi.
You're kind of my hero. I just wanted to say that. Not only because of, you know, how important Captain Jack is as far as like bi representation,
Right.
but also just because obviously you're you, and so I have two questions.
Keep talking, Sissy. I love it.
Two questions. One,
Yes.
what is your all-time favorite show tune?
And what's the second question?
Well, me and my best friends have been vacationing in Palm Springs during the winter, and I was wondering if we could take you out for dinner.
I just pulled a muscle. Palm Springs, it depends where you want to take me. My favorite show tune, I really don't have a favorite song. That's the one thing that's great about doing a cabaret or doing a show. I get to sing every song that I love to sing, plus ones that I would never normally get to sing. Like, for instance, one of the songs that I've got in the cabaret, I would never normally sing With One Look from Sunset Boulevard, which is sung by Norma Desmond. However, I do my own version of it, right? So it's that kind of thing, but also it's not done in the context of the show. I sing it out of the context of something else, and I relate it to a story, so the songs become very personal. If I choose, oh my God. I would have to say, it's not gonna be my favorite show tune, but it's one of the songs that I love it's my go-to song, and it has to be Anything Goes, because it's how I live my life. Anything Goes from the show Anything Goes, a Cole Porter. One of the greatest composers. I also love Sondheim. I love, Rodgers and Hart, all the different composers and stuff like that. Andrew Lloyd Webber, some may not like him, I do. He paid, he bought one of my houses for me. No, not because I did anything with him. No, because I worked for him many, many times. So yeah, it's, so I have a great affection for all the musical stuff. Can you take me out to dinner? You just have to find me in Palm Springs. I have a couple of favorite restaurants, and if you're there, you can come over, sit and have dinner and drink with us, and you can pay for it. People are actually, I've had this, now this is hysterical. I am in the house, right? And in my house, I don't kind of dress up, wear clothes. I might put like some boxer shorts on and hang out around the house. All of a sudden I hear, now we have security cameras all around the house, right? Sometimes I don't think about that because I just, like a normal person, which I think I am, I go answer the door in my boxer shorts and flip-flops. And so I hear, and the dog's going, and I'm like, shut up, and I go out the front door and I walk down the pathway. To just give you an idea, I go past the fountain, which I designed with a beautiful piece of artwork in the middle of it, and I walk to the gate, and then I open the gate and I go, yes, and I'm like, ah! 4 people with a camera and selfies going, oh my God, it's your house! I'm like, what are you doing here? They're like, we just came to say hi. I'm like, it's my fucking house. I do everything for you. I said, you can say hello, but delete those pictures now. They're like, why? I said, because I will do selfies for you, but you're not gonna get me in my Dorothy boxer shorts from The Wizard of Oz, which are actually ladies, and they're too short, high cut, my ass is falling out the back. Okay? And they're like, anything for you, John? I'm like, come on in. Stand right there, don't move. They're like, oh my God, I love the fun. I'm like, yeah, I designed it, it's totally cool. Would you like to see it go on? They're like, yeah. I said, it's really good because it shoots up really high. My neighbors think I'm a nutcase. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome, yes.
Hi, John.
Hi.
This is Axel. Welcome back to Portland.
Thank you.
So, last time I got to talk to you here, you gave me some advice because I asked you. I wanted to share with you.
I'm not sure where this is leading. Are you happy with the advice, or are you not happy?
Well, you gave me the advice, which was basically a long-winded seize the day. And
And I think I'm helping people out by telling them all the advice and giving them the big explanation, and he says, fucking like, seize the day. Oh, my pants are falling down. What? Yes, go ahead.
so the very next weekend, applying your advice, I got hired to do a podcast.
Oh, yay.
Right after that, I got involved with a cooking show for weight loss called Cooking Off the Pounds.
Okay.
As of the 5th episode, I'd lost 24 pounds.
Cheers, good for you.
Also,
You're only losing weight because you want to, right?
that and I'm not eating.
That's no fun.
Well, I get to eat what I cook, which...
Yes, but that's good though. But what I'm saying is you've made the choice to lose the weight.
Yes.
That's absolutely right. Yes, good.
And the show helps because when it gets aired, everybody's going to be looking at me and going, okay, yeah, he's losing, all right.
Okay.
And also got to do some creative consulting and starship design for a sci-fi movie.
Oh, good.
Independent.
Okay.
So that's what happened. Wanted to let you know that your advice was taken, and I kind of want to blame it all on you.
That's fine.
Also,
I have no problem with that.
Also, right after that, somebody asked you a question that had to do with sex, and you said you felt like...
And I hope you seized the fucking day on that one,
I did. It made me think. You said you felt like Oprah and you wish somebody would just ask you something like, what's your favorite color?
Yes.
It made me think.
too. I'm really worried now.
It made me really think what kind of question I could ask you that was neither of those things.
I'm sitting down for this now.
So, and I've asked a bunch of celebrities. I've gotten some funny answers. I always tell them to blame it on you. And they always...
So, wait a minute. I helped straighten your life out. Things happen to you that are wonderful, and then you tell other celebrities that I'm an asshole?
They all say, every single one of them said, this is a great question.
Oh, okay. So I'm a fabulous asshole.
So you've said.
So I've said.
Hey, I gotta play, okay?
Okay.
So here's the question.
That's fine. Hurry up. We only have 13 minutes left.
Of all the years of answering fan questions, has there ever been a question you wished you'd been asked that you've never been asked?
I have been asked possibly every question in the book. Because I'm an open book, I don't have a problem answering things, and sometimes you'll notice that if I do get asked a question and I deflect it, I know how to deflect it, that'll still give you something you want to hear. It might not be exactly what I want to say, but it's something that I know will get a laugh out of you, right?
Yep.
So that's called training. There really isn't a question that I have been asked. I mean, I've been asked everything from sex questions to what's the most bizarre gift that I've ever been given by somebody to, what happens when we first wake up in bed in the morning, to how's my mother, to, is your sister a lesbian? Carol? She hates when I do that. But she'd do anything for a Wonder Woman costume. I'm just telling you all that now, right? So, what? What are you going ew for? I'm trying to get you a free Wonder Woman costume. Shut the fuck up. You're gonna have to sleep with somebody. And you know that was never a problem before you were married.
Hey, you know what?
What?
I can hear you back here.
I know you can hear me. That's why I'm shouting at you. Anyway, what would be your bizarre question? The question you'd ask?
Well, I'll tell you the best answer I've gotten so far, which was from...
I don't give a shit what other people think. This is about me today.
This is appropriate.
Okay.
Stephen Derek Prince, voice actor, said that he wished somebody would ask him what animal he would like to come back as if given a choice. And he said a dolphin. And the reason is because they're the animal that has the most sex on the planet. Right back to sex for you.
Yeah. All right. I don't know how to follow up with that one, except I'm never fucking a dolphin.
Thank you, John.
You're very welcome. And may your life continue to be successful. You know, just seize the fucking day. Yes, over here.
Hi, John.
Hi. I can't hear you.
Hi,
Just
John.
grab the microphone, pull it in front of your mouth, pretend it's me. There you go.
Can you hear me?
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Thank God.
How old do I look?
Go ahead.
So I was gonna ask if the real John Barrowman is anything like Captain Jack, but I can already tell he's better. I've heard that you're a big nerd like the rest of us.
Way big. I mean, you should see what I bought today.
I'd love
Seriously, I was out on the floor and I bought a bunch of comics. I bought some Star Wars stuff. I bought actually a Millennium Falcon. There's a magnet and it floats and it spins. It's fucking awesome. Don't tell my husband.
So my question is, if you had to pick...
That's the other thing. I dropped like $400 at that lady's booth and she wouldn't ship it for me.
Oh!
I'll give you your booth number. Can you imagine all of you going up and going, I hear you don't ship. John, but she didn't know who I was. That was the other thing that I loved. And finally, after I did it, someone went up to her and went, you do know who that is? And she went, no, who? I was like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll be back later. She's like, oh, come back. I'm like, fuck off.
So the question is, if you had to pick, what is your favorite fandom?
I don't answer favorite questions. Because if I answer favorite questions, you guys never let me change my mind.
Okay, let me phrase it then.
Thank you.
What fandom would you like to cosplay from next time you dress up?
Oh, I have already got those cosplays made, and my girls at Elhofer Design, thank you, they make my cosplays for me. We're already planning a couple more. I have one that I'm going to be wearing at the cabaret that I'm going to be doing that's specially made for that. That will be probably opening Act 2, and then I'll wear it for the rest of the complete act. And then I've got the one that I just debuted back at Dragon Con last weekend was, I call it Sir He, which is my version of Cersei from Game of Thrones. It was wicked, except some ass stole the front of my skirt and I can't use it now because I have to have another bit made, right? I know, and we put a thing out there saying, can we have my skirt back so I can fix it and I can wear it again? Nobody gave it back. Can you believe it? Well, because the skirt, honey, haven't you seen me do my reveals? I throw things off, and I pulled the middle off, and I was in these fabulous hot pants with a big flame, a green flame going on the front. It was awesome, and I threw it down there, and when I went to get it, it was fucking gone! So yeah, but I do plan all the cosplays, and there's one also that I'm planning, another Star Wars one. And I'm not telling you.
Well, may the force be with you.
Yes, it always is. Seize the day. Yes. Hi.
So, I heard that you are a fan of Lego.
I love Lego. Listen, I'm going to tell you a story here, a bit of inside information. I went to, I buy Lego all the time when I travel, and I've got the Millennium Falcon, I've got the roller coaster, and I gave the roller coaster to my nephew, Turner, and my husband Scott, and I said, guys, I'm going to bed, and Turner's like, Uncle Scott, let's just do edibles and build this. I'm like, I'm out. I'm going to bed. I can't do it. It makes me paranoid. I've never been, I don't disagree with people doing it, but it's just not my thing, not for me. And so and I'm like, really? And so they left them, and they did these edibles, and it was really hysterical. The next morning when I got up, I came out, made my coffee, and I'm having a drink, and I walk over to the table, and there's one bit that was half that was built really meticulously and fast. And there was another half that just had like 4 posts. And they were up till like 4:30 in the morning. All I'll say is my husband Scott finished his really quickly, and my nephew Turner built like 4 posts the whole night. Anyway, so yes, I love Legos. Go ahead.
So,
you want to be my house when they build Legos.
So I was actually in this panel room when you were at the Lego display downstairs.
Oh yeah.
And the roller coaster you were admiring is mine.
Is it? Because you've added like another quarter part to that roller coaster because it goes up, it has a little hump at the top, then it has the drop, because the place that it sticks right now, nerd, the place that it sticks is when it goes up, it sticks right at the top usually as it drops, because it's not really a drop, it's a total leveled balance, and you can't put it on a non-level surface because it won't work correctly. I'm scaring myself right now. And the other thing is, on my Lego roller coaster, there's Malcom, Merlyn in the front and Captain Jack in the second coaster. So, yeah, what were you going to say?
Well, I just wanted to invite you. It sounds like you don't need my help, but
I always need help.
If you wanted to talk about your coaster and get some ideas, I'd love to chat with you.
Hey, I'll come down and lay some track with you. Okay, thank you. Listen, I've got 5 minutes left.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, buddy. Would you like me to sing something for you? Have I sung 1,000 years for you guys? No, good. So 1,000 years, I know that you guys are progressive up here as we are in the state of California and most of the states around the United States, except quite a few. The day that equality and gay marriage or same-sex marriages, whatever we want to call it, but the day that marriage passed for everybody, my sister called me on the telephone and she said, you guys, it's passed. Scott and I were still in bed because it was on the East Coast that passed at a certain time, and it was really early in the morning, and I woke up and Scott and I were thrilled, crying in bed, and I looked at him and I said, we have to go do this. We got to go get married just because we can now, and it's legal. So, we had showers, we threw our shorts on, we'd already been civil partnered in the UK, and we were married up in Scotland and Gretna Green, so I've been married in a lot of places, okay? It should just be that you get married once, like everybody fucking else, and it's legalized everywhere, right? So, we go to the registrar's office in Palm Springs, California, in Riverside County, and we go in and we arrive, and it's full of older couples in their 70s and 80s and their 60s, and I said, Scott, get to the front of the line because we'll get there quicker. Everyone's like, we made it to the front, like, sorry, whoops. So we're at the front of the line, and we get married, and when we're done, the gentleman behind us, he said, Mr. Barrowman, a lot of us here know who you are, and we love what you represent, and a lot of us here are in our 70s and 80s, and we don't have any family members left alive. Would you please witness the weddings for us? I turned to Scott and I said, it is going to be a long day. Well, we did. We witnessed a lot of the weddings, and we had a great time. We videoed stuff. I've never posted the videos because some of them are so intimate. People are crying, and I'm crying, and seeing the joy in people's faces, men and women, and with the couples, it's just amazing. And when we were done, that gentleman's partner came up to me and he said, I just want to say thank you on behalf of everybody. I said, why? And he said, because your generation and our generation, we all fought for this. And it's finally happened. He said, and I never thought I would be alive to see the day that it did. And the fact that we're able to celebrate it with a younger generation like yourself, who's continuing the fight, and also the fact that I'm able to walk out of here hand in hand with my husband, Tom, who's 84 years old, and we can celebrate something that we never thought in our lifetime we could. So I went away and I said, Scott, I got to do something to represent this. So I recorded this song, because no one should tell you how long you should wait. Even if you have to wait 1,000 years, whatever, or however in a lifetime, when you find that person you love, no one should be able to tell you who you love, how you love, and where you love. And that's this one. Beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall? Watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'd love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty and all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'd love you for 1,000 more. One step closer. One step closer. For 1,000 years, I'd love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believe I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'd love you for 1,000 more. Portland, I love you. Thank you. Big round of applause for our Steiners, everybody. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you down on the floor.